All right, so get into our gravity line. We're not going to march though. We're going to go through and just do a full body cars warm up for each joint going down the body. Okay, so with the cars, one very important component is breathing and allowing the keeping the breath tight into the core and allowing that contraction to spill over into whatever I'm trying to work. So if I have like my neck, for some reason you start to go through the car and you're like, I can't move it that well. The tighter that you tighten your core, and let's say your legs, you start driving your heels through the floor, like the more tension you can create through your body is gonna help that area contract harder and better. Okay, that's why the core is so strong and so important. Right? If you have a weak core, transmitting force to the legs or the arms can sometimes be hard. Okay, so the stronger the core, the more force transmitted we can get through the extremities. So we're going to start in the neck. I'm going to get my feet hips distance apart, knees soft bent. I'm going to tuck the tailbone. We're going to stand up tall without flaring the ribs. I don't want my ribs flaring. I don't want the extension of the low back. We're going to tuck the chin, reach the neck back, push that crown of the head to the ceiling. I'm going to have my hands out to my side. I'm going to take a deep breath into the core. I'm going to trap that guy down into the abdomen, and I'm not going to let that breath subside. I'm going to keep really refilling it with a short breath. Okay, so the whole time I'm trying to keep that air trapped. And next we're going to go down. We're going to bring our chin to our chest, and we're just going to do 2 passes, clockwise and counterclockwise. So I'm going to look to the side as I start side bending, so rotation. With the side bend, as I get to the back, I'm going to lift my chin going into extension. We'll look to the other side as we start side bending to the other shoulder, making sure that shoulder's relaxed out of the ear. Back to 0. One more pass through this way. We'll look, we'll side bend, we'll lift the chin, rotate, side bend, back to 0. I'm going to do this side from the side so you guys can see. We're just going to switch directions now. Bring the chin down to the chest, looking to the side, side bending. Lifting the chin, side bending, and we're making sure that the cervical spine is the only one that's moving. But when I side bend, I'm not using the chest, I'm not using the thoracic spine or the lumbar spine to get in there, okay? So just 2 on each direction, just real quick. Sorry, these boxes are super small. All right. Next, we're going to go into the shoulder blade. So I want to think about my shoulder blade moving around the body, having everything nice and still. So you can either have your hands out in front of you here. If holding your arms up causes a little bit of shoulder discomfort as you're rounded, you can leave the hands by the side. Okay, I'll leave it up to you. But what we're going to do now is I want big shoulder circles. So I'm going to imagine that shoulder blade and my shoulder is working around the torso. So what's going to happen first is I'm going to pull those shoulder blades into my back pocket. I'm going to pull them into the back room. I'm going to lift them up towards my ears. I'm going to reach them forward, protraction, back down, depression, contraction, elevation, protraction, depression, contraction, elevation, protraction. Try to make the biggest circle. After each consecutive pass, we try to get a little bit. It's going to be the last one here. Now we're going to switch sides. So again, I'm going to put these guys in my back pocket. I'm going to reach forward, protraction, elevation towards the ears, back, depression, forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down. Awesome. Next, we're going to get into the GH joint or the shoulder joint. So up tall. With this guy, I want to make sure that as I'm going through these circles, that my sternum isn't rotating that much, and then my hips aren't rotating. Okay, because when you get really tight in the shoulder, as I come here, you start to feel that tightness. The body's going to want to do something like that. Okay, so it's just your job to try to get in as deep as you can without letting any of those compensations happen. Okay, so I'm going to tuck the tailbone, sternum, belt buckle are going to stay in one line. Other hand, we can get real tight. We're going to trap the air down in that core. We're going to bring our arm up into flexion as much as we can. Boom. As the arm goes back into extension and abduction away from the body, I'm internally rotating the upper arm so the elbow crease is going to rotate internal toward the body. My knuckles are gonna end up by my thigh. And now I'm gonna reverse. I'm gonna come back into extension. Slightly let the arm start going into abduction. Externally rotating, so the elbow crease is gonna come back the other way. And that is one, okay? So when I'm talking about the elbow crease, I want this guy rotating, not just the wrist. You see how my wrist can rotate, my elbow crease is gonna stay there? I want the elbow crease to disappear. So when I come up and over, right there, I'm trying to internally rotate and then wring that guy out. So once that rotation stops, I wanna keep trying to rotate. All right, it's like trying to wring a towel out, trying to wring a joint capsule out. Okay, one more on the side. Nice and tight with the air. We're gonna bring that guy up and do as much flexion as we can. The arm will start to fall outside. Abduction. We'll internally rotate from the elbow crease, not just the wrist. Wringing that joint out like a towel. Knuckles by the thigh, and now we'll reverse. Coming behind us. Externally rotating the other way. Making sure that that shoulder blade is staying away from the ear. So when we come up, we're not hiking the shoulder. Okay? All right, other side, same exact thing. Now we're going to trap that air. Come up into flexion as much as we can. Let that arm slightly fall outside abduction and then internally rotating through the circle. My knuckles end up by my thigh. I'm going to come behind. We'll reverse, pull that shoulder blade into the back pocket. Opening the elbow crease the opposite way. Through the full circle. Reset your breath here. Last one, we'll come up. Fall outside, internal rotation. Moving that joint capsule out. Rotating until it doesn't move anymore. Knuckles end up by the thigh. Behind us. Externally rotating. Opposite way we rotate as we come through. And we'll shake those arms out. Okay? Next, we're going to go from the spine, so thoracic, lumbar spine here. And again, we want to make sure that our hips are disassociating from the hips. So everything from hip crease below does not move. So we don't want to be hula hooping through here, okay? We want those hips straight forward. And everything, again, comes from the lumbar spine or the thoracic spine. So I'm going to cross my hands over my shoulders here. My chin's going to be tucked. I'll show you guys. And so when I come down into flexion, we're trying to control as much flexion as we can. If you're tight, your body doesn't want to come into flexion, this is what's going to happen. You're going to start coming down. Boom, your hips are going to go into a hinge. So the structure moves back, I don't get into flexion. So what I want to do is I want to come, control, keep those hips underneath me and come into as much flexion as I can. Okay, so I'm trying to round the back. Wherever is the most comfortable amount of flexion for you, that's where I want you to be at. And then just like the cervical spine, I'm going to look to the side with my sternum, but my belt buckle is going to stay forward. We will side bend over. I'm going to lift my chest as I come into extension, making sure not to push those hips forward. Rotate to the other side, side bending. Control all the way back through. Back up, that's one. Okay, so we'll go through one more time through. Controlling as much flexion as we can. Rotating to the side, just the sternum, and side bend. Lifting the chest as we come into extension, making sure we don't push those hips too far in front of us. Rotate to the other side. Side bend. All right, shake those arms out. We'll take a new breath. We'll reset. We're going to go the opposite way, too. So, up tall. We're going to go ahead, control, round as much as we can. Look to the other side, and side bend. Lifting the chest as we come into extension. Moving to the other side, side bending. Back to the front. One more. Control flexion down. Awesome. How's that feeling for everybody? Awesome. All right, next. Just gonna kind of warm the knees up with a figure eight. When we start the figure eight, I want you to just kind of be reserved with it, not going too deep, just trying to get the motion that I'm going to talk to you about in a second. And then as we get through the consecutive pass and as you warm up, you're gonna get a little further, okay? And you'll understand what that means in a second. So I'm gonna get my feet together, and I wanna go ahead, push my hips back, and I'm gonna be in a hinge, but I'm gonna be tall. So here, hands on my knees. I wanna make sure that my low back's nice and flat. My chest is up, my chin's tucked, and I'm still trying to grow through the crown of my head, okay? And now, I'm gonna act like I have a pencil between my legs, and I wanna go ahead and write a figure 8 out on the ground. And we're gonna think of that figure 8 as being vertical. Okay, so I'm gonna go out, draw that little figure 8, come back. And now, I want you guys to leave the heels on the ground as we start just going through the motion. And as you start to dip a little deeper, you're going to come around out front and your heel might come off the ground a bit more. You might start going to the edge of the ankles a bit more, right? But I want you to be comfortable. I want it to be controlled. I don't want you going into pain. Okay? If you go into pain, I want you just to shorten the range of motion, some distance that you're going out. Probably within his going up over the toes. Stop. All right. Now we're going to reverse. We're going to go the opposite way. Same vertical. Okay. Just into a dance after a while. You could really get that on the dance floor. Woo! All right, let's slowly pop out of that guy. For you guys runners, anything like that, that's a really good exercise to warm that knee up before you guys go start running. You want to do the same thing with the ankle, right? Ankle cars, stuff like that. So you're going to be able to maximize the full variability of the joint and not kind of grind one area where this joint is stuck in, okay? All right, going into the hips, we're going to do this in a quadruped position. So down on the ground, knees underneath my hips, hands underneath my shoulders. I like to have my fingertips outside of the body, elbow creases in line with the thumb. That's going to get us in the most neutral position in the shoulder. Okay. So in this position, nice and tall, nice and flat, low back. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to lift my knee up to my chest as much as I can. I'm going to lift it then into the ceiling as much as I can. Internal rotation as we lift, come through extension. 0. That's 1. And then we reverse. We come through. Extension, back in, up, extension, rotation. And the biggest thing with these guys is we want to try to make sure that the lumbar spine isn't doing any of the work. Like when I'm telling you guys to go back into extension and kick the leg back, like I don't want my low back coming into extension like that. I want to be able to keep that back low and kick my butt out, okay? So we really want to make sure that lumbar spine doesn't move. We'll go ahead, switch to the other side. Fingertips facing out, elbow crease facing forward, knees underneath the hips, low back, nice and flat, core tight. And now we're not going to move anything other than the hip joint. Deep breath in. We're going to bring that knee up to the chest. We're lifting it out into the ceiling, internal rotation. As we drive, squeezing the glute into hip extension. To move 0. We'll squeeze the glutes, lifting the leg, the leg out, external rotation as we come through. One more, lifting up into flexion, internal rotation, squeezing the glutes, back down to 0, reverse, squeezing the glute going into extension, out to the side, external rotation. All right. How's everyone feeling? Good. I'm not gonna lie, that warm-up took a little longer than I wanted. All right. Now that we're feeling warm, I'm gonna go through these guys real quick with you. If you guys have done a class with me, it's gonna be very similar, okay? want to get some dormant muscles popping. Strengthen these muscles that aren't really being trained often. And then some functional work for the abs. And some stabilizing for the shoulder girdle. Okay? So what we're going to start with first, sideline leg lift, but this time we're going to be in an externally rotated position and hip extended. So, some of you guys have probably heard me say that glute med has a fan of fibers. Some of them get activated in hip flexion and some in hip extension. Also internal and external rotation. So it's very important to train them through their whole fiber arrangement. So here, instead of the leg being out like we normally do, my leg's going to stay in line at 6 o'clock. I'm going to tuck the tailbone so I can feel a contraction in my glute. I'm now going to rotate from the knee, so you want to think the knee and the toes go out. Okay, not just the toes out. It's very easy to rotate from the toe and not have the knee. So we want to externally rotate. I want to hold hip extension, external rotation. And now I want to lift into the ceiling, abduction, holding all of those 2 points. Tight and firm as we lift into the ceiling. I don't care how high the leg lifts. I just want pure contraction coming from the glute. Okay? We're going to be doing that for 1 minute on each side. All right? The shit's going to burn. I want you guys to focus on your breath. Focus on holding tension in that guy and don't get sloppy with it. All right, if you have to take your time and kind of slow the rep down, I'm fine with that, but don't take tension off it. Don't let it relax on the ground, and don't speed through it or let on the drop. I want you guys to control that eccentric portion, meaning coming down. All right. And after that, we're going to get into a front and reverse lunge. So we're going to do kind of the same side. We're going to hold into an iso, and we'll go to the other side. So what I mean by that is I'm going to have you guys step forward. Step back, same leg. Step forward, step back. Right, so, if you guys are familiar enough with the lunge and your proprioception is good to where you can come to the front lunge, take enough steps to go into the back lunge, I'm fine with that. If you have to take a step in the middle and recalibrate, I'm cool with that too. Right? However you feel more stable and comfortable coming out of the lunge, okay? Now, we're going to do that a minute on each side. So, I'm going to be front back on that same leg. After the minute's up, we're going to do a 30-second isometric contraction in the front lunge position. So meaning, we took a front step here, this is our front lunge position. So after we're going back and forth, I call it 30 seconds. Woo! We keep that front leg back, my knee's not touching the ground, I'm driving through my heel, my glutes are tight, I can feel contraction in my core. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Boom, and then we'll switch sides, and we'll go left leg, forward, back, iso. All right? Cool. All right, the isometric contraction is going to burn, guys. This is what it is. I want you guys to focus on your breath and your breathing there. See if you can get your breath going hard enough to start clearing out some of that burning. And then we've got an alternating bird dog for 1 minute. So with the bird dog, we're basically holding a hollow body or a plank position. I'm going opposite arm, opposite leg out in front of me. The whole goal here is to be able to maintain the neutral spine and the abdomen intra-abdominal pressure, okay, the core. So what I'm going to do is I come out, one arm straight comes next to the ear, one leg straight in line with my hips. I'm trying not to use the lumbar spine to lift the leg, okay? What's going to happen is you guys are going to want to lift the spine like this. We don't want that. Get that core nice and tight. Legs out. If the straight leg's too hard for you, or you feel like you're using that lumbar spine, try to bend the knee. Take a little bit of tension off the leg, off the system, and then you might be able to keep that brace there, okay? But we're going to be alternating. 1 minute. And we'll do that 2 times, okay? So, I'm going to get everybody on the ground. We're going to get into that side lying leg position. I'm going to use my upper arm. So I'm going to use my upper arm to relax my head. Now you can use a pillow or something. I just don't want the head all shoved up, okay, into a side bend. So as straight as you can get it. All right, 1 minute. We're going to tuck that tailbone, leg straight, external rotation from the hip, toes out, lift, go. Making sure we're trying to keep the leg up and down. The leg's not moving back. I don't want to be reaching back, trying to use glute max, okay? Little side top glute. And you might not be able to lift the leg as high doing it this way. This is usually one of the arrangements that gets neglected in the movement. 30 seconds. Ten seconds left, guys. After the 10 seconds, we'll roll right over into the other side. 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead, roll over, other side. 3, 2, 1. Go. 1 minute. Thirty seconds left, guys. Finish nice and strong, controlling on the eccentric, that down portion, not letting the leg just drop. Good. 10 seconds left. Three, two, 1, 5. We'll go ahead and pop up. Get into our position. We'll go front and back reverse lunge in 3, 2, 1. Go. Reversing lunge. So that same side leg is coming front and back. Okay, I want you guys to make sure your knees aren't falling in towards your midline. Okay, they're staying pressed out over the second toe, and then the knee is not traveling over the distance of your toes. All right, you're feeling the load in the heel. Woo. $15 seconds left. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward with that same leg. ISO hold, go. We're in the deepest lunge position. I'm driving through that front heel, so I've got a lot of weight here. You also might feel a stretch coming down that right femur on the other side. Completely fine. Core is tight. 15 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Good. We'll reverse sides. 3, 2, 1. Go. Sit back to the other side. Also, if you guys are having a little bit of knee pain somewhere, try taking a wider stance, okay? Sometimes when we lunge, we take too small of a step, the footprint's too small, and we don't have enough stability in the hip a lot of the time. And that knee will kind of wobble. $15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finishing with that front leg in the load. Hold. 30-second ISO. Driving through the heel of that front leg. Core's nice and tight.
trying not to shake, not to lose balance. We want to be as hard and solid as a rock. Move your hands up to the side. If you need help balancing, that's completely fine. Bring your hands here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Awesome. And then we'll go ahead, we'll get on the ground for our alternating bird dog. Good quadruped position here. We'll make sure that back is nice and flat, belly button to the spine. And we'll go 3, 2, 1, opposite arm, opposite leg. Making sure that we do not lift or do extension from the lumbar spine. "20 seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, we'll do a minute rest. And then we'll go back one more through the top.
Hey Jeff, for
Yes, sir.
the isometric lunge, is that the back leg straight or is it bent?
The back leg is like, if you're going to go ahead and take a step.
Okay.
Yeah, so just like if I'm in this, now I'm just in a lunge here. Yeah, so your knee will be like in line with the hip. All right, 15 seconds left in our rest. We'll go ahead and get on the ground. We're going to go ahead and sit in that sideline leg position. All right, we're going to go ahead, hip extension, externally rotate. We're going to lift into the ceiling. Whoa, making sure all the contractions coming from the side of the hip, right underneath the hip crease, the glute med. As you lift the leg, you're trying to externally rotate more. Keep those hips in extension. "20 seconds left. And time. Go ahead, roll over. Hip extension, external rotation. 3, 2, 1, go. As we lift into the ceiling, externally rotating the leg. Good job. 30 seconds left. Ten seconds left. And time. We'll go ahead and pop up. We'll get into our front, back, and reverse lunge position. All right, we'll go into our reverse And front lunge in 3, 2, 1, go. Twenty seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3. I'm all right. Right into our ISO hold. Out into that front leg. 30 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Right back into reverse lunging. We're going to go other side, front, back. 3, 2, 1, go. Reverse lunge. Into our front lunge. Good job, guys. Halfway there. I want you guys to try to make sure you're aware of your kneecap. Make sure that guy, as you step, doesn't fall in. Try to do none of this. Try to keep that knee nice and solidified. 3, 2, 1. Right into that forward lunge for the ISO hold. Weights in the front of that heel, front foot heel. Core's tight. We've got about 70-30 distribution. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Right into our quadruped. Alternating bird dog. Awesome. Good. Core tight. We'll go 3, 2, 1. Go alternating leg. Make sure that lumbar spine and pelvis stay nice and solidified. Trying to go through extension. Keep that spine nice and flat. Not going into spinal extension to raise the arm and or the leg. Halfway there. Good job, guys. Looking good on the spine position. Three, 2, 1. Time. We're going to do a minute rest. I'm going to show you what else we got on the list. All right, so next we're going to get down to a prone position. We've got Superman, so we're going to go Superman for 1 minute, 2 second hold at the top. So when I get to the top, I want to lift my feet, squeezing my glutes, lifting myself up, so I'm coming into extension through the lumbar
our spine. 1, 2, hold, back down. Coming up, nice and controlled. 1, 2, hold, back down. No jerkiness to come up. We don't want to use momentum. Okay, we'll do that for 1 minute. I'm going to get into a roll up, roll down with rotation for 1 minute. So, with the roll up, roll down. I'm going to have my feet, my knees at about 90 degrees. My arches are going to be reaching towards the floor. Like I'm trying to solidify my arches to the ground. Reach the arches to the ground, 90 degrees in the knees. I'm going to sit up tall, put my hands out in front of me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to exhale. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Tighten my core, and I'm going to tuck my tailbone. And I want to leave my feet on the ground, and I want to work one vertebrae in flexion as I come down. I'm going to find my end range where my feet want to come off the ground. We're going to roll up, rotate. Coming back down, the bottom position. I start rotating as I roll up. So I'm not rolling up and then rotating. Okay? So from that bottom position, rotating as I come up. All right, we're going to do that for a minute. And then I'm going to do plank to down dog. So we're going to get into a high stance plank position. All right, core is going to be tight. And all I'm going to do here is I'm going to push my hips back. All right, I'm going to try to get my heels reaching towards the ground so you can feel the hamstrings lengthen. My head, my ears are going to be in line with my upper body. Come back out to the plank. Back in. I want to try to keep that lumbar spine nice and flat by rotating those sit bones up to the ceiling. All right, and we'll do that for 1 minute. Okay. So let's get everybody thrown on the floor. We're going to get into our Supermans with a 2-second hold at the top. All right, so in the Superman position, hands are going to be out in front of us. We'll go 3, 2, 1. Squeeze 1, 2, control back down. Good job, guys. Halfway there. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Time. Good job. Right into our seated position for the roll down. I'm going to get my feet in line with my sit bones. My knees are going to be slightly outside those feet. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Go. We'll tuck the tailbone, working one vertebrae down at a time. Each one, that lumbar flexion. Pull back up, rotation. Twenty seconds left. Five seconds left. Time. Good job, guys. All right, and right into our plank to down dog. We get to our tall plank position. All right, start going to the down dog. 3, 2, 1. Go pushing those hips back, lifting the sit bones up to the ceiling. Try to get that upper arm out of here. Try to reach that heel to the floor as we sit back so you can feel the hamstrings stretch. Good job, guys. 20 seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll slowly relax there. We'll do 1 minute rest, and then we're going to go all the way back through the top one more time. And then we'll get into a couple stretches and postures to finish off the class. How's everyone feeling? Awesome. Halfway through our rest. All right. We'll go ahead and get into our prone position. We've got 10 seconds left to rest. We're situated into our Superman. Keep your legs and feet out in front of us. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Lifting those arms and legs. 1, 2, hold. Control that down. 1, 2, control it. Good job, guys. Halfway there. Three, two, one, time. Good job. Right into our down dogs. We'll get into that quadruped position. And we'll go ahead in and out of our active down dogs in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, sorry. Roll up, roll down with rotation. Thank you. All right, so roll up, roll down with rotation. Halfway there. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, time. Listen, guys, I'm sorry I messed some of you guys up. If you guys did the down dog on that one, like I called out, I want you to do the roll up with rotation on this one. And then obviously if you did the roll up with rotation, you'll be at the down dog, okay? I just called off the wrong one there. All right. So whatever exercise you didn't do, we'll switch to that last one and we'll go in 3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute here.
halfway there. Three, two, one, time. All right. How's everyone feeling there? Awesome. I'm sorry, that warm-up was a little longer than I would have liked. All right. I'm going to take you guys over to the wall. So what I'm going to have you guys do is I want to go ahead and get my hip and shoulder up against the wall. I want to go ahead and drop, shuffle my hips over. And now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get both of my sit bones along the wall. I want my low back completely flat against the floor, okay? Both sides of that SI joint are going to lay completely flat. We're going to pull the ribs down. We're going to try to lay the mid-spine on the ground. We're going to open up the palms toward the ceiling here. And now for about a minute or so, I'm going to have us do deep breaths in and out through the diaphragm. So the diaphragm right underneath the rib cage here. I'm going to have my fingers in it. My chin's tucked. I'm looking down my body. I'm going to breathe into my diaphragm, pushing my fingers away. So I got my fingers pushed into the muscle. I'm going to breathe into them, pushing them away, trying to push them out of my stomach. We're going to exhale. And as I exhale, I want to exhale all the air out. And I want to imagine each vertebrae melting into the ground. And we're going to do this for a whole minute. So I want you guys to focus on that breathing. Don't stop breathing. All the way into the diaphragm. All the way out. Spine melts. Recreate. All right, what we're now going to do is, again, I want to make sure through that breathing, my sacrum's into the floor, my low back is in the floor, my mid-spine's in the floor, my ribs are down. I'm breathing in and out through my diaphragm. I'm not holding a breath at all. My chin's tucked. And now I'm going to go internal rotation of my thighs, so the knees are going to rotate in. I'm going to push those knees out like I'm trying to open my leg, and I'm going to pull the toes back towards my face. This is going to create a lemniscatic tension up the leg through the fascia, okay? I want my heels reaching up my wall, sit bones reaching towards the wall. Eyes are open, looking over the body. I'm going to externally rotate one arm at a time, reaching into the ceiling here. Now we're going to go overhead, making sure we do not deviate the spine. We do not let it come off the ground, side bend, anything. And now I'm reaching my hands away from my heels. Toes are reaching back. And I'm trying to push my sit bones into the wall, my low back onto the floor, tuck the chin, push that crown of the head away from the tailbone. And I'm trying to grow through that crown of the head. And we'll slowly relax. Now I want you guys to stay on the wall. All right, in that position, I'm gonna have you guys slightly bend your knees, It's going to take a little bit of tension off the hamstring. And I want you to focus on sit bones flush against the wall, low back flush against the floor. So you're having that good perpendicular relationship between the lumbopelvic region. Okay? Something that we don't do when we sit. We do not sit properly. So this is going to be able to help normalize the pelvis and bring these structures back to a more normal tension and then setting through hydration, getting blood flow moving. I'm gonna have you guys sit here for like 10 or 15 minutes, and I just want you guys to breathe in deep, exhale all your air out, and recreate. The whole goal is to try to imagine the spine sinking into the floor and just melting into the floor, okay, over time. So just breathe, do it for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I want you guys to slowly come off the wall, okay? Awesome. Thank you guys for coming. You guys have a great weekend. Breathe and relax. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. You guys have a great weekend.